What have you been jamming since the last episode?
Hey, like you, I haven't jammed much, but one album I've been going back to is Jay-Z The Blueprint. And I know we got some new, younger guys that's getting more into hip-hop and going back. So one album I recommend you guys to go back to, if it's some guys that haven't listened to this album, or even deep dive into Jay-Z discography. Because I know a lot of people like, man, he old, or like, I don't want to go all back. Mm-hmm. Blueprint is a really good album, bro.
Holds up really well.
Yeah, it's a great album, man. Like, it's just been an album I haven't listened to in like...
I will say it sounds a bit dated because of like
some of the
modern production of today. Yeah. That's the only... but I think that's for any music if you listen to that's older, besides like maybe an MF Doom, like a Mad Villain or something like that.
And especially when it's an album like that and they have some radio hits on there that you heard growing up, you be like, oh yeah, this bring me back to this time, and it just don't fit the current era of like, especially radio, music.
There's some corn on there, like Girls, Girls, Girls.
I still love Girls.
It's alright, but me, I'm like...
Change Clothes still a bop, though.
No, I like every other song, but Girls, Girls, Girls. I skip. That's the one skip I have on that album.
What about the Redux? The second version of Girls, Girls, Girls.
I don't want to hear neither one.
Yeah, that one's not good. I don't like that production on there. But hey, I'm just saying, girls, I do adore. Come on, man, you sleep.
I think it's the hook that really kills it for me. Yeah. Girls. And then Rod Wave recently redid it.
Nah.
On his latest album, Nostalgia. I forgot the name. Turks and Caicos. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, Rod Wave only know one song from him, Hard on Ice.
That song is hard.
Yeah, that's the only song I keep in my playlist. Yeah. But if you guys haven't played or listened to Jay-Z Blueprint, check that album out, man. What's so crazy about it also is has Takeover on it, second track. So we in a beef era, we in the midst of like a beef kind of slimmering down, but still a beef in there, you know what I'm saying? And this was one of like the other biggest beefs that ever happened in hip hop.
I think this might be the second biggest outside of anything with Drake.
You don't think it's the third with Biggie and Tupac? I still think that's top two.
That's a big because they both died.
Yeah,
okay, I'll give it that one.
And then also during the time, like Pac was like top 5 and Biggie was top 5. Mm-hmm. They was like up there. They wasn't the biggest artists. I think at the time you would consider Snoop Dogg.
So which one would you think is bigger? Kendrick versus Drake?
Oh, Kendrick versus Drake.
Oh, okay.
Much bigger. What's more, what's the word? Infamous, I guess?
Or iconic?
Iconic, probably with Biggie and Pac. And it sucks that both of them, they demise. But yeah, crazy. But we get into it. Pac didn't die because of Biggie.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, he died of that Don Illuminati.
Machiavelli. Oh my God.
Tinfoil time.
Hey, check out Blueprint. Wonderful album. It's a top 20 hip hop album of all times. What you think? Top 20?
It's for sure top 50, so I'm not going to argue that.
We might have to do a separate video talking about all.
Oh yeah, we still have to put out the top 10 albums of 2020s.
Yeah.
Even though some albums might be taking over that in the next coming months. I don't know. I'm not going to promise anything.
Right.
But yeah, we got to put that one out. We got some stuff in the tuck. I'll just say that.
Anything you listen to besides the albums we're going to review today?
Oh yeah. First one I got to talk about your favorite rapper, Summrs. What we didn't have. I listened to his latest project. This is the worst thing I've heard this whole year.
Yeah, okay.
What
you're speaking my language.
Wow, like I gave it a 1 star. And I gave it a 1 star because he had like 2 or 3 jams on there that I was like, all right. But man, does he wear his welcome out on this album when it comes to his sound. He emulates a sound that he's already kind of like honed in on.
Yeah.
But he just gives you more of it and it's samey. He doesn't do anything different with it. He just stays in that realm of what he usually does, but except none of the beats are interesting. All of this whole album just sounds the same. There's no interesting song. There's no catchy hooks. There's no like points on here where I'm just like, oh, this was a really high. And then he has like 2 to 3 minute songs that have like 2 different songs in them. I'm just like,
but B, he's an underground legend. Sometimes you're gonna slip.
I'm gonna be real with you. Out of all the seasons, Autumn got Summrs because oh my gosh. Summrs is supposed to come with the heat, just from the name alone. And I liked his EP, What We Have or whatever.
It came out before this album?
Yeah, this came out like a few years ago, during the whole pandemic.
Okay.
I love that project, but the reason I love it is because it's a very short project. He gets right into that sound, and he's perfectly in his bag on that. On this one, the beats are just so lackluster in comparison. They all sound so similar. I didn't know that there was actually beat switches in the song sometimes. And since there's 2 songs in one track, sometimes it'll go to the next track that has 2 songs in one track. I'm thinking this the whole same song the whole time.
Hey, I know nothing about Summrs really. I just think this kid is lazy.
I think it's a very lackluster project.
Yeah, I don't think he's the type of kid that's like gonna be really serious about his music. He got his core fans, and he know what they like, and he's gonna keep putting them out. He's like Tyler Perry. He's gonna put out those whack movies because he know people gonna come back to it. But he gotta understand that his fan base, he's gonna get older, they're gonna get older, and they might dwizzle. Mm-hmm. And this is why I brought up the point of keep watching his monthly listeners and watch him drop.
Yeah, I'll say that this project was just. This has to be the wackest project I've heard this year. Well, one of them, because we might be talking about another one in a few minutes.
The heater?
But man, stop being nasty. But yeah, don't listen to what we didn't have. I'm sorry, Summrs. I heard that you from here, from Texas.
For real?
That's what I've heard. Some people say he's from Houston or whatever.
I thought you're from Louisiana. As Autumn?
That's Autumn. It's from Louisiana. This project, it was just. I feel like I wasted my time on this. And it's less than an hour. Right. And I shouldn't feel like that with a project that's less than an hour.
Yeah, 1.1 now. I'm just saying, bro. He's been dwindling down and down.
Went from 1.3.
He was at 1.6 when we had the discussion.
I think it was 1.3.
Nah, we got to go back and look at that video. Yeah. I think it was 1.6. I think. It could be 1.6.
Well, either way, I made sure I wasn't tripping, so I looked at some of the reviews, and some people had the same sentiment I had. So
and one thing, when you put a new album out, sometimes your monthly listeners go up. So.
It's supposed to, because you're supposed to have hype from the last project.
Bro, you from Texas, bro?
I think. I could be wrong.
I gotta find that out. Bro.
People said they saw him at the rodeo or something like that. So just casually there. Like, now no celebrity stuff.
I don't think he's a... What?
I didn't say it. I mean, he didn't say anything.
Oh,
man, what's the next project that you listen to?
Yo, wait. Well, I don't even think... It's not a next project. It's just... I went down, and I like Toro y Moi. Mm-hmm. That's one of my
That's how
guys.
You say it?
Yeah, that's one of my guys. So I was just going down, listening to a lot of his songs, albums, and stuff like over the weekend. Cause I don't know, my cousin Trey, he called it tiny car music.
Like a free
He always called it a tiny car music. Like, bro, why you listen to this tiny car music? Cause like the beats are like. Hey, bro, I love Toro y Moi because he's all over the place. Production, like he could be R&B, he be a little hip hop influence, some jazz, some electronic. Like
it sounds like a bit of Pharrell,
bro.
Based off of what you're saying.
Yeah, he's on that song with Pharrell and Travis Scott, right? And what's that song on?
I Be Flying High.
Yeah, he on that. But dang, that's crazy. He is on there, bro. But anyways, I don't know. I didn't
know Pharrell was on that.
Yeah, I think Pharrell's on that. Am I bugging?
He might be producer on it, maybe.
I thought Pharrell was like,
Toro y Moi is
he's on there. But I thought Pharrell was like saying something in that hook.
I mean, maybe they probably even said, it's Travis Scott. He's, yeah.
Yeah, he be trying to sound like people. But yeah, so if y'all guys don't know who Toro y Moi is, this dude is a guy from South Carolina, I believe. Chad Bundick. That's his name. This kid is, I say kid, but he's much older than I am. But still, he's really amazing. Really wonderful artist, bro. Like, if you like diverse music, just all type of sounds, and like, you got ups, downs, like, it's all over the place. It just puts you in a happy mood sometimes. It puts you in a somber mood, but never like, depressed or nothing like that.
It never puts you in an extreme state of one of those emotions.
And but it keeps you up. Especially if you just put his stuff on shuffle and just play, like you hear so much talent and just so much music, bro. So
do you have a project that you recommend to the people?
Man, I say my favorite one is probably Underneath the Pines.
Do you think that's the most accessible one?
Nah, it's one of his earlier projects. I think 2012, 2013. Maybe that's the album that made me like a fan. Like in high school, I found out about him, but like when that album came out, I was more like, okay, let me go back to the back catalog. Let me see if I can find some stuff from 2010 and stuff like this I can really just listen to and But yeah, Underneath the Pines. I think that's the name of the album, bro. But my brain is not the same no more, so I'm gonna go check. You got anything?
Oh yeah, I listened to Baby Keem. I went a bit back.
Oh, you listened to?
I listened to Die For My B.
Heater.
I like it, but I don't like it more than the Melodic Blue.
Oh, you don't?
I think the Melodic Blue is just a lot more dynamic. But that's not to say that this album is bad. I just think in comparison, the Melodic Blue has a good amount of an edge on Die For My B. But Die For My B, if you like Melodic Blue, you'll definitely like Die For My B. I really enjoyed it. I just think that I think Melodic Blue just has a bit more range and dynamic, points in it. That I'm just like, all right, I really do like this. But I do see where Baby Keem elevated his sound from Die For My B to that. But it's still a great project. There's no misses on Die For My B.
Hey, you're not my bro. You're not my... Hey, bro, you bugging, bro. That's crazy. You need more listens, bro.
But the Melodic Blue is much better. Nah. Come on, B.
Bro, I listened to Melodic Blue and I was like, that's all right. Baby, you bugging, bro. You got to go back to that.
Maybe it's because I listened to that first.
Yeah. Nah, that Die For My...
Nah, Melodic Blue is heat.
Everybody say, hold on, where'd he go? Oh, the O's in the whip. Hold on, that's the beats on there is just insane, bro.
But you don't like more. I don't know. To me, Die For My B has
Range Rover Brothers and all that stuff is.
I love Range Rover Brothers, especially the beat switch.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not the Kendrick part, even though I do like that part too.
But it's just Die For My B is.
I think to me, the Melodic Blue really just hits what Baby Keem is. It's good. To me, it just feels like mixtape Baby Keem.
That boy say Baby Keem ain't no version. I just fucked up. Bro, he be wildin' on there, bro. Bro said, bro, Baby Keem is fire, bro. That's my guy. I'm going back to listen to that, but I might pull off in a lot with that. I say that every episode. Sometimes I call my girl. Like, dang, I'm supposed to listen to this.
Boy be lying for the camera. Boy be off the pod juice. That's what it's like called.
Boy be podding. Boy just podding, bro. Oh my God.
You got anything else?
Oh man. I was playing some Duke Ellington over the weekend as well.
Boy, who the heck is that?
You don't know who Duke Ellington is?
Probably not by name. Or I gotta see him.
Old jazz musician, bro.
Yeah.
But no, but look, I went back and listened to like Roc Marciano Reloaded. This album is amazing. It's like a classic, especially underground classic. I just went back and listened to that, bro. It just, that album, what it did and what it, for the underground culture at that time, you had all these guys just come up, like the West Side Guns and the whole Griselda thing is just like, it stemmed all this from this project right here. You can either say this, Rosebud or whatever. No, Marsburg. Was it Marsburg? Bro, see, my brain is not the same anymore. Anyways, but Reloaded, amazing project from Roc Marciano. I recommend you to check it out since you played, how many? 2 of his albums so far?
I played the Elephant Man's Bones.
Yeah, and Martiology. Yeah. I say go back to this. This is one of his, this is one of his top 3 projects right here. Amazing, bro. 67, I think that's the name of it. That song, insanely good, bro. Just how Roc was just on that joint, just flowing with that. You know how he raps, bro. And this is young, him younger. Like like I said, his voice not the same as it is now, because now his voice is more like he said, he started eating. He ate a lot to have like a mafioso like tone. You know what I mean? So he had to bulk up. I can definitely see the Raekwon inspiration. Yeah, so I say check that album out, especially if you're a fan of like a Zelda and all that, the movement that been going on for the last, I could say now the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, last like 10 years. Yeah. Roc Marciano, Reloaded.
All right.
76, that's the name of it. I said 67.
Old man brain.
My brain, not the same.
Next 2 projects I listened to was Snoh Alegra. I revisited Those Feelings again, but I first listened to Temporary Highs. And what's it called? Temporary Highs and
I used to have those on the
Temporary Highs in the Violet Skies. And it just stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta re-listen to Those Feels again. Because I enjoyed that project. I was like, let me go back to it. And then I listened to Temporary Highs. I'm like, why did I not hear about this one? I'm like, all right.
Snoh nice. My girl actually put me on Snoh Alegra like 2018.
See, I heard of her through the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah. Back when I was listening to it. Back when we worked at the place with the blue sign on it. But yeah, I listened to both those projects. Really good R&B projects. It's just so weird to see that she was working with Tyler the Creator on Temporary Highs or whatever. And you can just sometimes tell, like, this is a Tyler the Creator beat. Yeah. He has some weird, like, drums or snares that just hit.
Yeah, it's like when he works.
Tyler the Creator.
It's like when he works with, what's the other girl?
Not Kali Uchis.
Yeah, Kali Uchis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like with her. Like, oh yeah,
I never listened to her music on her own.
Nah, she's dope. But I know she also put out like Spanish projects as well too. I discovered you know that.
Alright, but yeah.
And Don Toliver, bro. Really?
Goated.
Really? Like they together, bro. Like I'm hating.
Yeah, you are. Especially since he's from the city too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm hating. Bro.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but yeah, I'm hating.
I remember before me and her used to say about Don Toliver. We love his music. He looked like.
No, you ain't gotta say it, bro. Come on, bro. Just relax, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not hating. I'm just roasting.
Nah,
hating. I'm just roasting.
Hey, bro. Hey, congratulations on y'all new baby.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah, but Don Toliver. I can't say goated because it's too early in his career, but he just makes great music. But yeah, Snoh Alegra, definitely check out those projects if you have not.
Oh yeah, Snow.
Anything else?
Let me see, man. Let me look real quick. I can't after dizzy. Nah, bro. Nothing to really talk about because I still be jamming not like us and all that type of stuff. Oh, I got somebody. Still Woozy. I don't think I ever brought him up. R&B-ish, little awkward guy. Beats is like he make the production he sings off of is like bubbly. Like I think that's how I can describe it. Like it's like weird beats, bro. Anyways, you ever listen to like Mark Ayers?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
He's kind of like him, a little more like not experimental, but his beats are more like awkward. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe these beats. Anyways, he has some pretty good singles. Really, he put out a project as well. I played it, but it was like, okay, I probably have to listen to it a little more. I'm not gonna recommend that project, but he has some good songs. I say check out. Like you can just listen to his top 5. His name's Still Woozy. Still Woozy, how it's spelled. Still Woozy, Woozy. Check him out. White kid, singer, pretty dope.
Come on, white people on the BBC pod. That's crazy.
Always, bro. I'm always diversifying. I diversify my portfolio.
Oh my god.
Hey, I almost said something else, but I ain't gonna say it.
Next project I listened to, The Biggest. It's an EP by BigXthaPlug. He's from Dallas.
Oh yeah,
he made that one big song.
Texas. I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This has to be like
you gonna talk about it?
This has to be one of like the top 5 worst projects I heard this year. I'm not gonna cap. I get the appeal, but yeah, it just does nothing for me. Like just mainstream hip hop like this, Moneybagg Yo, NBA YoungBoy, it does nothing for me no more. To me, there's no like diversity among them all. They all could fit on the same beat. They all rap the goddamn same.
He can fit on that beat.
Oh dang yeah.
The first time I saw him, bro, I started exercising.
You know what I always confuse him with? Finesse 2 Times, because they sound so similar.
Yeah. He from Memphis as well.
Probably, yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's like, just mainstream rap is just so stale. And
I want to support him.
I mean, he has a lot of subscribers, but listeners.
Yeah, especially when it comes to that I'm from Texas song.
Not the I'm from Texas song.
He got another big song?
I don't
know, bro. That's the only song I know.
He had a big song on. Basically, if you have a big song on the playlist, this is going to take over. But if you have a big song that blows up on TikTok.
Yeah, all I know is I'm from Texas.
Let me see. It's his most streamed song. It's 134 million. I think so.
I don't know. I just made up something, bro.
It has some like old 70s, 80s pop sample in there.
I don't know.
It's one of them, but yeah, I heard it.
Do your thing, Big Plug X.
Yeah, I'm not hating. It's not for me. I'll say that. I get the appeal. This will appeal to mainstream, casual listeners. But for people who like really listen to hip hop like that, to me, there's better quality mainstream trap music. It's like, to me, this is like very low quality, under the bar. I can't even say this is very subpar. This is just, it's not good.
It sucks he's from the city, man.
I know, so that's why I want to support, but it's like, also I can't. But there's also someone from the city that I don't want to support. So.
Yeah. Is he actually from the city though?
I heard he's from Galveston.
Yeah.
I mean Galveston. But let's keep But next project I listened to was Rapsody's "Please Don't Cry." I gave this project about a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Off of first listen, I think this was a really good project. It has the introspection in there. If you like Kendrick Lamar, obviously you'll like a Rapsody, especially for the people who don't really know her. And she hasn't really been in the limelight like she should have, especially I think she's the best female MC living right now.
You think so? I don't know. I think Jean Grey. You know who Jean Grey is?
Yeah. Okay. I see what you... I guess to me it's like, when I count someone as GOAT, kind of like a Jay-Z or a Drake, they're accessible for people.
Yeah, Rapsody is probably more accessible.
She's way more accessible. So it's accessible, but she also has deeper... Kind of like a Kendrick.
Yeah.
Accessible, lyrical, high ability. So I get what you mean. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
She's one of the better female MCs, even though I think she's still like the best one
I say she up
in
there.
terms of like, accessibility. Still,
Gracious. I wish she put out more music, man. But I went back and listened to her and her husband put an album out together like in what was it, 2018 when they put that out? Her and Quelle Chris are married.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And bro,
Nero said her husband like that's just a random somebody.
No, that's the foot. It's a joke. They're like, oh, like it's Jean Grey's husband. Like he even makes the joke. Like everybody just like, oh, she put out a new album with her husband. It's like Quelle Chris, but like that's she was on that joint. She was on that joint rapping, bro. Like we need more Jean Grey, but like man, that girl is dope.
Do you feel like female MCs are slept on, especially at a high caliber like those two?
Oh, most definitely. Like bro. I feel like
look at what's mainstream versus that.
Yeah, when it comes to like lyricism and women actually speaking, like bro, I'm gonna break this down. This might sound misogynistic, but it's true. What do men really care about from women? Be honest. Sex.
We're talking about the general. We're we're talking about stereotype, but we're talking about the majority, not the minority.
When women speak, we don't be listening. But when they start talking about sex, we all ears.
Well, so not anymore. But maybe that's because they wore it out. Though.
Most.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That sex sells. Especially nobody want to hear no woman speaking on some, black women.
But also, do you think a lot of men listen to the women that do?
No, what we do is.
You talking about in general? I thought you was talking about just specifically hip hop.
No, I'm talking about most. I'm putting it in the way of like breaking it down, like sea level to like people to understand what I mean.
Okay,
when it comes to like women, like nobody look up to like the freaking woman that's a freaking scholar. They don't look up to that woman. They don't look up to the educational woman. But like most women looking at the girl that's the hot girl summer and all this. Yeah, Meg graduated college. That's cool. But nobody cares about that. They was worried about your hot girl summer stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like they want to see the girls. Most men too, because sex sells. We want to see the twerking. We complain about it, but it's us that enables it. You know what I'm saying? It is. You see, I started a video of Megan Thee Stallion walking. You can see that? I know. Click.
Delete.
Report.
Get this heathen off my timeline.
I'm saying this is what men are, bro. Like we enable that. Even though we try to talk down on them, bro. If it weren't for us, they probably would be in that spotlight. We just gotta be honest. That's what I'm saying. We like that.
I think because of men, they are in that spotlight, but also women are helping carry or push that torch too when it comes to the actual content that they're focusing on.
Yeah, because you gotta act like men are playing these songs too. Because a lot of these men are like DJs playing this in the club.
Oh, okay.
That's how a lot of monthly listeners, because a lot of people just got their stuff hooked up to their Spotify's and stuff like that, bro. We play this stuff because we know what the girls like. They like to hear this type of stuff, bro. Come on, man.
You don't think just a regular straight man just listen to Meg Thee Stallion?
Maybe. It's some people out there.
I tried.
It's some people out there. But me,
I saw last project, but I can't.
I prefer like just overall, not even just for women. I just prefer like thought-provoking music. It's mostly like I say 60 to 75% of my listening is something that makes me think pretty much. So I would prefer to listen to a Rapsody, maybe a Chez Noir, maybe Jean Grey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer my lane. Lauryn Hill, stuff like that. I'm not for to play no Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B. But I'm saying most people are. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like sex sells.
Hey, so you saying that Kendrick Lamar was right and they pacify the people?
Yeah. I was saying most people if you get to the level of what Drake is, you're gonna make that type of music because you're gonna be accessible to everybody. Like look at it's like thinking of Prince and Michael Jackson. Like Michael Jackson made more accessible music to people. Like it was great music. You say what?
I'm better
than Prince.
I never listened to Prince.
Yeah.
I'm just
Prince is
the only reason I respect Prince is because Rocky throws him in JoJo's a lot.
Oh, man, Prince is amazing, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know what Paisley Park was until JoJo's.
Yeah, you need to listen to more Prince, B.
No, I just need to listen to it in general. I've tried it. I was like, I never listened to a full album. I've heard songs here and there. But Rocky, you're goated for because it just never. I don't know. I just can't get down on Prince's voice like that. And I think it's weird. Like his music just sounds weird to me. I can see for the time.
So do you see the Kendrick Lamar, Prince, Michael Jackson, Drake?
No, I see the reference of like what he's going at for that.
Yeah.
I get the contextual reference, but to me, listening wise, it don't pull me in. Yeah. I would rather listen to a Michael Jackson, like I'd rather listen to a Drake, than over a Prince, even though Kendrick Lamar, even though I really wouldn't make that comparison. I get the comparison. I don't like it because it's not 1-to-1, but I don't think it's meant to be 1-to-1.
I just feel like you can have the same critiques because like you don't like Kendrick's voice.
Yeah.
And if you go back and you listen to only why to me that Drake and Michael Jackson really get compared is like in like hip hop to like pop is the popularity. But I feel like Michael Jackson makes much better albums than Drake would. You know what I'm saying? If you compare like Michael Jackson albums, they'll be like compared to like a Kendrick Lamar.
But I think those are the type of albums where because they're pop, they're very accessible. Just like a Drake is.
Yeah. But I'm saying
because Drake to me is not consistent and he's all over the place. Michael Jackson isn't really all over the place, but he is, but it's all consistent.
He gonna give you 9 tracks on the album and they all gonna be hits. And Drake gonna give you 15 to 18 tracks and maybe 7.
Half of them are gonna be charting.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah. I'm gonna check out Prince one day and I'm gonna come back.
Prince, it's a lot.
That's why I'm not listening to it all.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. I love Prince, man.
And last thing, so we can wrap up what we've been jamming because we have a lot in the docket. I listened to Gucci Sosa because I listened to another track project this week and I was sorely disappointed.
Sosa? Is that Gucci Man and Sosa?
Yeah, it's Gucci Man. It's just Gucci Man.
Oh.
He called it Gucci Sosa because he had the whole mafia like cover. No, it's old.
That sounds familiar.
No, it's old. Look at it.
Oh, I remember that cover, bro.
This is when DJ Scream was still DJ.
DJ Scream!
Like, he was a big person. This was during the block, like, 2008.
I remember that. I just never listened to it.
So, yeah. I'm a big Gucci fan, so I know all that stuff. So, yeah. I had to go listen to some actual good trap music, and I was like, okay, dang. I missed this era of Gucci. Like, I'm not doing a deep discography dive, but I'm definitely going to the big mixtapes that I really love growing up with Gucci. So, yeah. Gucci Man, Gucci Sosa. My favorite song off there is Colors, because... but the streaming version obviously doesn't have the whole mixtape on there. But, I do on the USB.
On the Colors version, did he, like, actually remix Colors, the Ice-T song? Am I bugging?
I don't know that song, I don't think.
Colors.
Yeah, Colors. But, I mean, it's on streaming, so I'm pretty sure it's just his. No, but it's, like, super trappy sounding, so...
I'm gonna have to play it.
Yeah,
I swear.
We're going to have to see after this pod, if we remember. We be on that pod after we get done. All right.
Let me put it on the news.
All right. But, yeah, that's about it for this week's What We've Been Jamming.